All right, you know what? First alert weather time. You can't see it, but you can definitely feel it. Our stretch of unusually hot weather has definitely begun. It actually looks beautiful outside.
Yeah.
To me, I prefer a little bit warm.
I do too.
First alert weather days coming up, though. That might be a little extreme. First alert meteorologist Cutter Martin.
Yeah, we know it's going to be hot. Folks on social media, it's going to be hot, but this is unusually hot, even by our local standards. One saving grace here, humidity not too bad. Nonetheless, we're going to cruise towards record high temperatures as we get into tomorrow afternoon. Saturday, Sunday afternoons, exceptionally hot as well. And by the end of the weekend, we will bring in a little bit more humidity, adding to how hot it feels, making it feel even hotter. Outside right now, not too bad of an afternoon underway. Actually, a pretty decent temperature-wise compared to how hot it's going to be. One thing to keep in mind already, we do have a code orange air quality alert in effect, unhealthy for sensitive groups. If you suffer from COPD, from asthma, from chronic diseases like asthma and COPD, not the best time, afternoons and early evenings, to get outside and do the strenuous outdoor activities. High pressure is in control. That's squashing our air, squashing the clouds, sending temperature soaring. Temperature right now in Atlanta is 87, Athens is 88, 85 Canton, 85 Carrollton, upper 80s in Thomaston. By comparison, by Saturday, we're going to be 5 to 10 degrees warmer, so do keep that in mind. Your evening commute forecast, not too bad. 91 by 5 p.m. We're hanging on to the lower 90s to the top of the 6 o'clock hour. I know it's hot, but a green light for that evening commute home. Actually going to be a pretty nice evening, though warmer than yesterday evening. Again, it's a gradual process. We warm up a couple of degrees every evening from the evening before. So this evening at midnight, we're still near 80, down into the lower 70s out the door tomorrow morning in Atlanta. And we're really saving the upper 60s for outside of the I-285 neighborhoods and communities. Gainesville is at 69, Athens 68, Ellijay is at 64 degrees for a low temperature tomorrow morning. A mild one, yes, but it's not a bad morning. I think you can get away with a medium cup of coffee. Don't need the extra caffeine weather-wise to get you into the office, but you may want to get it iced. We're already starting in the lower 70s and quickly approaching 80 in the hour-by-hour forecast tomorrow. By 9 a.m., we're already 79. By noon, we're in the upper 80s. We're in the mid-90s tomorrow afternoon, so a 3 to 5 degree jump up in our temperature tomorrow afternoon. Where does that put us for a high temperature tomorrow? Going 95 in Atlanta, 96 Rome, 94 Thomaston, 94 in Covington. The saving grace again is that while it's hot, humidity not all that bad. A mostly dry day, noticeably hotter. A few clouds in the sky. Rain chance at 0% for Atlanta. Can't totally rule out a spotty shower south of town. In the tropics, we're still watching an area of low pressure off the southeast coast, heading out to sea, southwestern Gulf of Mexico. Now a 40% chance of development. That could soak the Texas, Louisiana, and Mexico coastlines over the next few days. For us, it's the heat through Father's Day, near 100 degrees in the afternoons, especially south of town, taking the edge off of the heat as we get into the middle of next week.
Thank you so much for the warning on